to you. Good morning, 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 morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, morning Barbados. Good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, morning Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Tuesday, December 16th, that's the date. 6:05 is your time. The temperature outside is nice and cool, 24 degrees Celsius, and we've had a lot of overnight rain, which keeps things even cooler, but just makes things a bit more slippery on the road, so be careful when you head out. Good morning to you. Morning Barbados. It's always a pleasure to be in your early morning company, even if just for a few days. I've been holding on for Pearson. He'll be back with you soon, but you know what? It's always good for me. It's my opportunity to speak with you, wake you up early on the morning, and get your day started. Get your day started in the right way, sharing all of the information that you need to know from your country, beautiful Barbados. 166 square miles. That doesn't mean that we can't find more Barbadians right across the world. So wherever you are watching from this morning, on our online platform on YouTube, it's always a pleasure to have you in our company as well. UK, we got you. Over in the US, where it's very frigid, we got you too. If you're in Miami and you're looking to come back home, we welcome you. Of course, it is a Bajan Christmas, and we're counting down the days to December the 25th. 9 more days to go. So you have 9 more shopping days, because we include the weekends now when it is very busy in the city, in Warrens, in any commercial space. You'll find a lot of people right now just doing that Christmas shopping, making sure the children are covered, making sure that they are happy, they're on vacation, but they need their Christmas gifts. They're going to put in their orders. Mommy, I want this. Daddy, I want that. So yeah, you're going to get a lot of that, but we all oblige and make sure that they can enjoy Christmas. I always say it's for the children. But there are some Christmas babies that are a lot older that just definitely enjoy Christmas. And we'll keep that Christmas spirit going, because the days that I've been here, it's been a lot about giving you opportunities, letting you know where those sales are, those best points of purchase, you getting into the store and getting those massive discounts in many cases, because of course we want to accommodate you as best as possible and stretch that dollar. A lot happening here in Barbados, and definitely further afield, and we'll definitely be sharing it with you on this morning's program. You'll find out how you can be a part of the PACE digital loyalty program, a great initiative which offers you loads of incentives. I wouldn't sell all of the details to you just yet. We're going to get into that in a matter of moments. Also, we've been watching the weather. As I said, a lot of rain. The Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, he'll be in with us to tell us about the trends, what's happening with some crops. We will have to move to some imports, because those recent rains have caused some damage. We ask for the rains, but sometimes they don't come exactly as we would like, and that can cause some problems for our farmers and the farming community in general. So we'll talk about the issues, yes, but we'll talk about some of the solutions so that you have those things that you need for Christmas. I don't think any of the Christmas crops are in danger. Those peas that you may need for are some of the delicacies that we will enjoy over the Christmas period. And also, you'll learn more about the Barbadian musical icon Jackie Opal through a new book about his life and legacy. And we'll give you some more tips about your Christmas preparations in the home. Remember, we showed you a Christmas tree here on Mornin Barbados. Hopefully you'll see it again today. I'll just put in that plug for this beautiful Christmas tree in the house. Definitely beautiful. Good morning, ladies. They're nodding their head. Acknowledgement as well. I have to say good morning to Denise Nichols.
Good morning.
How are you doing? She's
fabulous.
Listen, I love that. Give me some of that energy. Give me some of that energy this morning. She's the managing director of DMA Value Vacations, and all of this connected to the PACE digital loyalty program. We also have Gail Welch, Business Development Manager with Pace Digital. And online, Kim Innes. Kimberly, I've been told to call you Kim this morning. So we're shortening your name. So Kim Innes is online Managing Director of Destinations Unlimited.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you all with me this morning.
Good to be here.
Gail, I want to give you that first opportunity to talk about this Pace digital loyalty program. What is it all about? Why should we be loyal? And how can we reap those rewards?
Well, good morning, and thank you for having us. The Pace Digital Card, the Pace Digital Loyalty Partner Program, we launched it October 2nd this year. Okay. And we launched it because Pace Digital, we are all about giving back to our customers, our cardholders, who have been loyal, who have been using our Pace Digital card, being top of mind, the card that they use, part of their lifestyle. And while over the years we have rewarded them, we decided that we needed to do more in terms of adding further value to the product, which is a very good product.
Necessary in this climate.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the traditional card loyalty program is limited or starts with travel. But then we said, and we being the Pace Digital team, we said we needed to do more for our cardholders. Understanding our demographic, understanding who has been loyal to our card over the years, and the card is probably one of the oldest credit facilities in Barbados.
Okay.
Because we are the transition from the Cape Shepherd store card.
I know many people would remember that.
Absolutely. And in 2016, it was a partnership that transitioned the local product into an international product through a partnership with Visa International, allowing us to have a license to issue the Visa branded products with the Pace Digital. And we added some businesses. We started with 6 businesses, and of course we looked to see where our cardholders were shopping, what they were utilizing, the spaces and the categories. And we started to reach out to them, and really pleased to have some of our partners with us. Denise from Value Vacation, of course, travel coming out of COVID took off. Yes. As you would imagine.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. And we have 2 travel agencies. One is cruise, our cruise partner, Value Vacations, and then we have Destinations Unlimited, Kim Online, who is our air travel. But we did not stop with travel. We have our grocery partner, and made sure to make my list, made it twice to ensure that I have everything, all of our partners. We have our grocery partner, critical in this climate, A1 Supermarkets, thanking Mr. Bino, Tomlinson Bino, for connecting and seeing the vision, clicking in with us. We have Chakra Spa, because it's also about pampering yourself.
Indeed.
Chakra Spa, and we are talking like 20% discount on full services. We have KFC Barbados, 5% on all meals except for specials. We have I mentioned our cruise partner, Value Vacation, DMA Value Vacations, up to $100 off your cabins. You have Destinations Unlimited, 20% on agency fees, and for our gold card holders and small business mobile partners, you also have access to the travel lounge at Grant Adams Airport. We have couriers. Yes, you're looking at me wanting to know if the list is going to go on.
This sounds like a long list. But we like long lists at Christmas.
There are 10 partners. So My Box USA, 10% off your first pound. And then we have CTCM Inc., 15% on air and ocean services. And of course, with those couriers, the discounts do not extend to taxes and duties. Starbucks, 10% on purchases, $25 and over. Intermix for the ladies, 15% on all purchases, and Purity Bakeries 5% on purchases $25 and over from the Colomorock outlet.
Yeah, you say intimate to the ladies, but I know the men will be in there as well,
And the
doing
men
the
will
shopping
be, correct.
for them. So encouraging that kind of activity at Christmas, but it's awesome that you have so many partners connected to Pace Digital.
Yes, please.
And that collaboration obviously is a big benefit for your customers.
Yes.
I really want to get Denise in on this conversation. Talk about the benefits of having such a digital card that would allow you to roam the world, but rack up those rewards as you go along.
Okay, awesome. It's great to be here. Happy Tuesday.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
One day at a time, one day at a time. Well, I always tell Gail it's very difficult to keep pace with her because of the benefits.
The puns are rolling in here. The
But
puns
I'm
are
here
punching.
to add value. Yes, we are happy to partner with Pace and to move from the store card into an internationally known card, Visa card. That's phenomenal. So kudos to you guys. And to pull us in, because we know that people are into microwaving. Not into marinating. We want instant gratification.
That is true.
So that's what Pace is doing, the instant gratification, that you can put your finger right there on that pulse and know, I'm going to get $100 off that cruise that I booked with Valuations 4357959. Do your bookings in good time. Oh, sorry, that was an ad. But yes, but the whole point of the process is that we partner with them and the people who use the Pace card. Like myself, I'm a Pace holder. I have a Pace card. All the way back during the COVID time, I had my Pace card. So the benefit is instant, and that's where we come in to offer you that instant benefit. And I know that many people, I have all the other cards too as well, but I have to rack up all of these points, and then I can't really see what I'm getting, but I can see what I'm getting instantly with Pace. So we are happy at Value Vacations and Hastings Plaza to partner with Pace.
Yeah, sometimes it's a struggle to try to go through some of the other cards to find out what am I actually
Yes,
getting?
absolutely.
What am I actually getting? But with Pace, it seems like it's just there for you to see so that you can better understand then how you can maximize your dollars.
And that's what our cardholders said.
Yeah.
As we are talking to them through surveys and face-to-face conversations, we want instant gratification. We want to see discounts at the point of purchase.
Kimberly, get in here if you can, virtually. Talk to us. Oh, my apologies, Camille.
Yes, I think that's why they shortened it to Kim. It's not the easiest name, but we can blame my mom for that.
Oh, Camille is not bad. Not at all, by any stretch of the imagination. But paint this picture for us about the rewards and the benefits through Pace and your platform as well, stretching that dollar and helping us to enjoy ourselves as we go on vacation.
So we are a full service travel agency. So you can come into us and you can purchase your airline ticket. You can do your airport transfer. You can add your hotel, your car rental. We can do everything for you. You can add a tour onto it. And you will then get the added benefit by paying with your Pace card and getting a 20% discount on the agency fee, which is a fantastic discount. If you are a gold card holder, you will also have the added benefit of getting access to the airport lounge upon departure from Barbados. If you are purchasing tickets for your family or your travel companion, you will also have access to the lounge. And I think that is an amazing benefit.
Amazing indeed. The truth is, I'll be honest with you, Camille, I heard 20% and I haven't gotten past that yet. That's 1/5 of the cost there alone back in my pocket so that I can get some other things.
And also for Christmas, we are extending an additional benefit. I only mentioned this to Gail last night. It is Christmas, and of course, everybody is in the spirit of giving. I hear I'm wearing my Christmas earrings. I'm all in the spirit.
I love it.
And of course, everybody is in the spirit of giving, and you may not always know what someone wants for Christmas, but a gift certificate is always a good gift, something to give someone. You may not know exactly what they want. And we have decided to partner with Pace again and give additional bonus to anyone purchasing a gift certificate from Destinations Unlimited and paying with their Pace card. from now until the end of December, we're going to give an additional $50 bonus on
Wow.
anyone purchasing a gift certificate, minimum $500, and you'll get a $50 bonus if you purchase with your Pace digital card.
So I am ready to get my Pace digital card.
So let me tell you how you
Yeah.
can sign up. We make it convenient, we make it easy. Just go to our website, pacedigital.com, P-A-Y-C-E
Yes.
digital.com, and just click on the Apply Now link, and the process is there. We walk you through the entire process. In terms of documents that you need to accompany your application, we need 2 pieces of ID, government-issued IDs, 2 recent pay slips, and proof of purchase, which is a utility bill,
Right.
not beyond 3 months old. And just upload that information as you are walking through the process on the website. Everything is there. It is all digital, easy. But if you get stuck along the way, give us a call at 539-4444, and we would help you with the process. Again,
539-4444.
yes. For us, it is about convenience. It's about ease. It is about lifestyle. We understand persons are busy, and we want to ensure that it is hassle-free for them, and that it is simple and user-friendly, and that's the platforms that we usually operate on. But let me also hasten to say that, yes, you're hearing about all of our partners, what they're giving.
Yes.
We have also partnered with Pickup Barbados. So for our card holders, you're going to be seeing a little something special via email. Up to $5 credit back to you when you use your Pace digital card to pay for your Pickup Barbados travel. It is a cab hailing service here in Barbados, a local service. You just, the information will be there. You will type in the code word into the designated section. All of the instructions will be there, and you will get an automatic 5% off your next ride. And that is our partner, another partner through a different type of relationship, Pickup Barbados. And for, you're asking, well, I'm hearing all of this, what about promotions? Yes, we do. We have another partner, Copa Airlines, our...
Oh dear.
Wow.
I'm loving Panama right now.
Yes. So, yes. So we have 2 grand prizes. The first grand prize, we are sailing away again with Value Vacations. With our promotions, we had a whole year's promotions running. We are now at the grand prize for that promotion. It's called Sail Away, the 3rd quarter prize. And we are talking a cruise. Well, help me out, Denise.
Where are we going? Where are we taking us?
Where
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Well, we are going
where
to
are
the
we cruising
Caribbean.
to?
We are going to the Caribbean without a visa. Now, I am not the youngest person in the room. Don't expect me to remember all the destinations. Don't do me like that. But we're going to the Caribbean, no visas necessary.
Right.
But it's so important. Like, Gail, I want to get back to the fact that you're offering this space of opportunities, but you're also helping us as other businesses.
Absolutely.
Because you're pulling in the small businesses and then giving us the opportunity to be heard. And I really appreciate that. So, Value Vacations, Destination Unlimited, we our businesses have been here for a little while, but we're, small to medium, but we're being pulled into the space where people can see the benefits. And the fact with Value Vacations that you get your $100 off, the maximum of $100 off. I mean, you can see the instant value. You don't have to work a percentage. You know what you're getting. So I just want to remind people, book your cruise with Value. We are not just cruise. We are a full travel agency. Book your cruise with Value.
Make sure you book it with the Pace digital card.
Correct. Pay with Pace.
That's right.
Pay with Pace. I love it. Pay with Pace. I will let you get another opportunity, Gail, to tell us how we can get that and sign up for the card. Camille, for your business, this must be a great opportunity as well. This budding partnership with Pace, getting that opportunity
Most definitely.
to drive business.
Most definitely. I mean, the Pace, when you go onto social media, every time you go onto social media, you see Pace Digital. The opportunities are there. we, as Denise said, Pace is pulling in the small man. We have never really, to be honest, have been big on marketing. The opportunity when Gail reached out to us, how could we turn it down? The Pace is very big on marketing, and I think they're very innovative. So definitely, it was something that we said, yes, let's go for it. I think it is something that both of our customers can benefit from, and I look forward to what 2026 will hold for us. Already, we are seeing growth.
Lovely.
And
So
I wanted to say, I did not get to say before, we are located in Shop 16, Perone Village. Please come in, visit us. It's a lovely complex. We can also be contacted by the telephone 435-8643, or you can contact us via email info@destinations-bb.com. Destinations Unlimited.
perfect. And Gail, I'll give you that final opportunity now to tell us how we can access and
Certainly.
connect and grab our Pace digital card.
Right, so go to our website, pacedigital.com, and remember, if you are spending $200 or more this month, that sail away could be yours, 7 nights, all inclusive luxury cruise with 2 persons, so you bring a partner. Shopping money, we spending money, transportation via Pickup Barbados, and $500 in groceries from
Wow.
A1 Supermarket. And I also mentioned really quickly, your next stop, because you've been loyal, can be Panama. And again, 7 nights accommodation, spending money, compliments Pace Digital and Copa Airlines.
Well, I'm seeing no one with a tablet, so I could just sign in. You said Panama. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, pacedigital.com, and we can do it on your phone.
That's perfect. So they're making it super convenient for you to sign on to the Pace loyalty program. It's your new digital credit platform that you will be getting so many benefits, so many businesses connected, KFC, Destinations Unlimited, DMA Value Vacations, MyBox USA, CTCM Inc., A1 Supermarket, Chakra Spa, Purity Bakeries, Starbucks, Intermix Boutique, Pickup Barbados as well. Get into the mix and make sure that you get your Pace digital credit card. That is what it is. It's a loyalty program. The more loyal you are, the more you get back, the more rewards you receive. And you heard some of the possible rewards there. Hopefully you'll see me on that vacation and they do their advertising next time using me as their guinea pig. So that you, once you get the Pace value card, you have all of these opportunities open to you. Ladies, thank you for sharing with us this morning.
Thank you
It's
so
an
much.
amazing
Thank you for
initiative,
having us.
an amazing card indeed. It gives you so many connections.
Yeah,
It really
absolutely.
connects the dots.
Yes, it does, and that's what we are about. It's a lifestyle card. It's a lifestyle card.
I like how you refer to it.
Yeah.
Again, Merry Christmas, and it is the season of giving, and you're giving a lot indeed.
Thank you so much.
all of
Merry
you.
Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Merry
Pleasure.
Christmas. The ladies
Merry
in red
Christmas.
and color in the middle, actually, we're matching. We're matching.
Yeah.
6:28 is your time. So much more to talk about as we count down the days of Christmas with you here on Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Okay, so you gotta grab a copy of this, a real icon in Barbadian music, Jackie Opal, and you can learn all about his legacy in what is this Caribbean musical visionary. Done by Elizabeth Watson, edited by the lady right here next to me, Dr. Marcia Burrows. She's a lecturer in cultural studies at the UWI Cayville campus and co-editor of this amazing book. You need to get your hands on it to get a better understanding of the origins of Spooge. I'm Spooge in Barbados. Spooge is Barbadian.
It is. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you doing? Merry Christmas.
I am. Well, Merry Christmas.
And great Christmas
That has happened
gift.
quickly. Yes, great Christmas gift. I'm going to be shamelessly saying, if you're thinking about buying a gift for Christmas, this is it. First of all, let me say that I would never have imagined I'd be here without two persons.
Okay.
One of them is Dr. Elizabeth Watson herself, who passed in 2019. But then Professor Hazel McDonald Simmons, who with me created the Cultural Studies program, co-founded it, died also this year. So I just want to mention them, blessings, and we go on. But this is the work of Dr. Elizabeth Watson. She was one of the first cohort of Cultural Studies at Cayville way back in 2004. And she always wanted to work on Jackie. She said, you know, Barbadians, Jamaicans, Caribbean people don't understand the kind of work that Jackie Opal has done, what he was able to achieve. And she was awarded the highest honor for her PhD thesis. This is it. She was working on the book when, unfortunately, she became ill and died.
Wow. So this is a passion of her life.
This is actually her life's work. I've been speaking to a number of librarians, and oh yes, we know that Elizabeth was working on this work. Students, the graduate students, many have graduated. Some are now in the process, cultural studies. This was what Elizabeth was working on. This is actually a good indication of if you work hard or really do your research, you too can actually have a published work. What is interesting about it is that she dispels a lot of myths about Jackie. Mm-hmm. Would you believe that there's still individuals who believe Jackie was a Jamaican? And she speaks of that, and I personally have been told, oh, I thought Jackie was Jamaican. Yeah. Jackie's Barbadian, born in Chapman Lane, deep town, inner city, poor circumstances, but once he got out of Barbados, he went to Trinidad, then was invited by Sparrow to go to Jamaica. Yeah. Then Jackie became the voice of ska. So Jackie has a legacy in Jamaica. If you hear any ska music, that is Jackie's voice. And that is why so many Jamaicans really do believe that Jackie was Jamaican. He was such an impact on the Jamaican musicscape. And then he comes back to Barbados around 67, 68, and he gets together with the troubadours. And he creates his spooge.
Yeah, and I mean, it's an amazing story which many Barbadians may not know. You tell it in this book. Why is it important for those two late stalwarts and yourself for us to know about the life and times and the work of Jackie Opal? What drives the cause?
I think, well, personally, I've been wrestling with what so many scholars have. Professor Camo Brathwaite has wrestled with it. Georgia Lamin has wrestled with it. We just lost Trevor Marshall. He's wrestled with it. No matter what Barbadians do, there seems to be some sort of mantra, and it's over 400 years old, that Barbadians have no culture. And makes no sense. We're all human. All humans have culture. But apparently for Barbadians, especially Barbadians of African descent, this has been a struggle for us to break through. We need to have confidence in ourselves.
So we've not been able to break those shackles.
Those shackles are still remaining. And so if you're now in 2025 and if individuals or communities want to bash Barbados, as I say, they say, well, the Bajans ain't got the culture. And something checks within. And I think one of the memories they're bringing back is chattel. Because when we were enslaved, we were chattel. Chattel had no culture. Chattel was a sheep or a dog and a suitcase and wardrobe, whatever. It was supposed to be labor. And it's possible that there's that bringing back. I just wrote on Trevor Marshall saying it's utter nonsense. Professor Kamal Brathwaite has said it's an ancient and crooked lie, and yet somehow it keeps being made alive again and again. So how do we explain the Jackie Opal?
And that's what I was going to go to next.
Opal?
What, in your opinion, has Jackie Opal done for the musical and cultural landscape that helps to then break that notion, break those shackles, break that stranglehold, which is still on some of our cultural community?
Yes, very much so. I think Professor Beckles has spoken of it, Professor Brathwaite, this underground entity, this energy that every now and again pushes up. So it's being repressed or it's being subjected to imperial and a colonial narrative. Has no culture is definitely a colonial narrative. But then we push up, and this little boy from Chapman Lane who had an amazing voice, could really sing incredible. He was also a composer. So he wrote many, many songs. We think of him only as the spooge person that we in Barbados came to do in 1969. Jackie was on the stage in the Caribbean, in Trinidad, in Antigua, and in Jamaica from as early as 1963, and impacted ska. When he came back to Barbados, he developed what I have called sonic independence. He gave Barbados a sound, a musical sound, to remember to push forward with constructing identities of ourselves and independence. So he brought us spooge. And one of the hilarious things are the number of spellings of spooge. We officially now know it as S-P-O-U-G-E. You will be amazed how many people in the Caribbean and some texts have it as S-P-O-O-G-E.
Yeah.
So we've got to work on that. But Jackie came, and Jackie could play every musical instrument. Yeah. So and he worked with so many bands when he was back in Barbados. So many bands, but his band. His home band was Troubadours, Troubadours International. He did go to Trinidad and he did record an album, and that's Higher and Higher. So we have that music, the Higher and Higher music. And then unfortunately, he had just done a performance, and it seems he was in the back of the car, sleeping from the performance, just around there in Bay Street. Still haven't quite been able to pin down where, because Bay Street has changed so many changes have been made. The road has been extended. Exactly. But unfortunately, it seems the driver hit the curb. Everyone in the car braced themselves. Jackie was thrown outside.
Wow.
And one of the most disturbing recounts I have had is that everyone in that car got up and walked away and went back to Chapman Lane. Jackie was on the sidewalk, dead. So, however, what Dr. Watson has done for us now is amazing. She has created a discography, which is that she's looked at the many musical entities, compositions. He did a song on cricket. He's the only one to do a song on cricket.
And for those who, as you say, think that Jackie Opal is Jamaican, we have in this book the birth certificate.
Yes, she found
the birth certificate. Dalton St. Clair Bishop.
That was his given name.
27th of August, 1937. And you see that coat of arms, that Barbadian coat of arms, on what is, and many of you would know with your Bajan birth certificate, you can see it right here in this book. Just showing you, and they speak about, as you said, you know, his origins from Chapman Lane. And you go right to the beginning in the tributes, speaking about Jackie Opal, his given name, as you said, Dalton St. Clair Bishop, a gifted singer, dancer, performer, and composer. He created spooge music, which fused elements of ska and calypso.
Yes, I think from what I'm hearing, Elizabeth's work came up to about 2016. Professor Allen and I pushed research and kept the work going to 2022. But I can tell you there are many persons who are still alive who saw his performance. If you've seen James Brown perform, if you've seen those dynamic performances, I think black men in music and they dance and sing. That's what Jackie did. It was an absolutely entire package with his singing. Finally, what Dr. Watson gave for us is the outline for a sonic library. We always think of, when we think of library, we think of books.
Indeed.
But we don't think of sonic. We don't think of capturing the sonic heritage of the Caribbean, capturing the sonic heritage of the music. And so she provides for us an outline of a musical heritage, how we capture it, how we go about it. So she's really done very well for Barbados. She was born in Jamaica, she was Jamaican, but she spent over 40 years here in Barbados.
And following a gentleman, a legend,
yes,
in Bajan music, creating our own sound. Let me not say his own sound, our own sound.
It is
This
true.
is our sound.
It's his gift, yeah.
And she's really spelt it out and showcased it, a number of amazing pictures of Jackie and other features of his life in this book. How do Barbadians get their hands on it?
Okay, so here we go again, the shameless. At the University Bookshop, UWA Bookshop, you can go there. I think we are definitely open until Monday because everything's kind of closing down for Christmas. I believe there are copies also at the Barbados Museum. Allow me to say this because my co-editor is Professor Mike Allen, and one of the points he wanted us to note, I was like I don't know if you're aware that Bob was a youngster when he was coming up. Jackie was the voice. So Jackie was backed by Bob Marley and the Wailers at one point.
Wow.
And Professor Allen wants us to realize that in the early 60s, he had the opportunity to sign this person called Bobby Martell. But he was making his money from Jackie Opal. And so he put Bobby Martell on hold. Bobby Martell became Bob Marley. And once Jackie was gone, he then that focus, and then Bob then became the star. I don't think, again, it's back to that lack of cultural confidence in ourselves that Barbadians can create someone who is a musical genius or who could have someone who's a musical genius and work on creating a sound like Spooge. And here it is, Jackie Opal.
So as the history is told, Bob Marley was influenced.
Actually,
the music
yes.
of Bob Marley was influenced by
He
Jackie Opal.
He does say that Jackie had the best voice he's ever heard. Yeah, because these are early days. These are the days of, if you know, ska. So a lot of that 60s music is ska. Jackie's the voice on it. Find something by the Scatolites and hear him singing. And then he then goes and creates Spooge. So Jackie Opal, very much. I am going to try to be at the University Bookshop to sign any books. I've been encouraged to do that by the Dean of my faculty, Dean Henderson, or Dean of Humanities and Education, Dean Henderson Carter. But a great Christmas gift. We will be officially launching in Barbados early next year. So stay tuned for that.
We'll look out for it. But you can get your hands, if you go to the UWI bookshop, you get a copy of Jackie Opal, Caribbean Musical Visionary, by the late Elizabeth Watson, edited by our very own Dr. Marcia Burrows and Mike Allen. And from what I'm seeing in the initial just scanning it, it's an amazing read, amazing pictures, and it allows you to better understand the history, as you heard Dr. Burrows articulate here, behind Jackie Opal and some of those popular people that you know that he would have influenced through the music of Spooge.
All the musicians give tribute to Jackie.
You need to get your hands on this book if you're a lover of history, if you're a lover of Caribbean music, and if you just want a good Christmas gift for that person you know who likes to spend time reading. And I can imagine you having this on your holidays over the Christmas season.
The musicians will enjoy
just picturing, taking us back into this time in history where Jackie Opal dominated the stage.
It is.
Thank you so much, Dr.
You are
Burrows.
so welcome.
Appreciate this lesson this morning. Again, and shouting out all of the UE folk also on vacation. Y'all are on vacation in full?
Campus, the exams go until Friday.
Oh,
so I believe on Monday, like everyone else, we're kind of like winding down from Monday and then taking a break into January.
Yeah, we all
So
need that
students are doing exams.
Yeah, students, you know, good morning to you. Hopefully you're getting through those exams and acing them as best as you can. But for everyone else, please, and even them, this is a good lesson in Barbadian music, the origins of Spooge and Jackie Opal, who led the charge. 6:45 our time. More goodies coming your way this morning. As I said, the season of giving, and we'll continue to give right here on Morning Barbados. It is Tuesday.
I hear you say that you're the greatest today. But I know, yes I know, that you don't know what you say. Because self-praise is no praise, and it's against the rules. Now all that I can really say is I pity the fool, I pity the fool. And send them
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It will be a rainy one today according to the weather app. Still 24 degrees Celsius, but it's drizzling on the outside in some of our communities right across the island. So a good day to walk with that umbrella, especially when, if you're on vacation, you get out shopping and you're moving around. Yeah, you may need that cover. Always good to talk about giving at this time of year, but right throughout the year, the Sandy Lane Charitable Trust, that's what they do. You know, they look for those people who are in need, those vulnerable groups, and see how they can help. I really want to salute Derek Smith this morning. He's a grand patron, and Mrs. Philippa Chalice, she's a trustee with the Sandy Lane Charitable Trust for the work that they have been doing, spending a lot of money, a lot of funding for community individuals, community events, and community activities that really speak to development right across the country, in healthcare, in social situations, in so many sectors. You can find the Sandy Lane Charitable Trust doing some amazing work. Pippa Chalice, as she's affectionately known, spoke to me recently about some of that work that they did during 2025, and there was a bit of a look ahead as well to what's happening next year.
We've sort of created a new sub area that we've called Expanding Our Horizons, which is an opportunity to get those boys and girls out there that don't have any way of seeing past their front door, if that makes sense. Trying to expose them to new ideas, to new projects. We're working on one next year which is film. We're working on one which you'll hear about in the next couple of weeks, which is Derek's favourite subjects, football, soccer, with Disney, which is coming up. And all of these things are about introducing children who wouldn't normally have any sort of exposure to life overseas, or just outside of Barbados. I mean, some people outside of their own parish. So it's about looking to change their trajectory, looking to giving them a better outlook. And it's great for us, isn't it, to be able to work on new projects and you know, expose those kids. We did one last year with Deacon's basketball team, which was a first for us, and their results...
They did very well,
They
didn't
did. They came out and did, as you probably know, did extremely well in the championship. They did Ireland and Italy. And it's just given them a whole new, fresh outlook. So I think it's about spreading a bit of hope, I think. And if we can do that, then we've achieved something in a year. There were two girls aged 12 and 14 who suddenly had profound hearing loss. They were tested in June, and the change was dramatic. So we, through our contacts and our amazing team of audiologists, and we call him affectionately Dr. Dan, who is a surgeon, came in and for 3 days literally came in and gave both girls cochlear implants, and that actually is giving the gift of hearing, because they're girls who have had hearing, they are able to communicate, they're able to talk, but they just suddenly lost their hearing. So those we all felt.
A lot of satisfaction out of that.
We did, yeah. The 20 years that we've been formed, we've worked very closely with Tony Harris and you know, the QEH Hospital and Paediatric Department. This year we donated one piece of equipment, and I can't remember its proper name, but then when Derek went down and saw the need, we ended up doing a second, exactly, because his argument was, quite rightly, if that one goes down, what do we do then? So and I think that came to about $200,000 in total for the two, but at least it's given them now the ability to save lives, and that's crucial.
Well, they couldn't do here before.
Yeah, exactly. So I think our ongoing relationship through WPP, through that relationship with them coming in with the surgeons, I think the WPP model we love simply because it's teaching our own surgeons how to fish. It's actually about them working in that environment. So, you know, that's a great part. The equipment is, when I say it's nice and easy for us, but that is a great way of giving back. So yeah, I think it's just about meeting the need. And I know, you know, other people donate, but it's what is needed at the time, and hoping it gets looked after, and we keep it running.
And as she rightly said, they'll continue to ensure that they support those in need in our communities. And we really want to say thank you and Merry Christmas to the Sand Lane Charitable Trust as we look ahead to what they will do in 2026. And I'm pretty sure we'll be sharing it with you right here on Morning Barbados. Hope you're having a good morning with us. We're moving up to news time, but as we get you in that Christmas spirit, we've been doing that many mornings here with you. It's time to finish those lyrics. So we've been hearing those beautiful singing voices on the morning, so get ready. 228-5562, 228-5563, because we want you to finish these lyrics. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing. This one is pretty easy. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing. Finish those lyrics and call 228-5562, 228-5563 to tune in and really let us hear that beautiful voice from wherever you're calling from, whether it be from up north in St. Lucie or down south in Christchurch, to the east in St. Philip, or over in St. Joseph and St. John. We want to hear from you. Central parts of the country, St. George, St. Thomas, you're not excluded, and on the west coast, St. James, and moving up to St. Peter, yeah, we want to hear from you. Those of you in St. Michael, good morning. Hope you're having a fabulous Christmas and your house is being decorated. We still have some Christmas tips for you in terms of decorating the home and getting ready for the holidays. But yes, before we teach you and help you to do all of that, we want you to help us finish these lyrics. So we have a caller on the line. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Are you ready to finish these lyrics? Where are you calling us from?
Cave Hill, St. Michael.
Cave Hill, St. Michael. So St. Michael in the house. How's Christmas looking? How's the house looking? How are you coming for Christmas?
Pretty. Christmas tree is up and everything is ready.
All the lights in and all that?
Yes, please.
And what other Christmas shopping you're doing for the season? All the gifts bought already?
Not quite, but everything for the house is finished.
All right, well, that's wonderful. You're in a beautiful space and you got that Christmas spirit. That means you can finish these lyrics. I'm confident. You sound like a Christmas lover. So let's hear it.
Okay. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and
I'm with you.
That's the end.
Wait, that?
Don't care about the present underneath the
Christmas tree. That beautiful Christmas tree in your house. Listen, don't mind them. You're sounding good. We appreciate you and applaud you for finishing the lyrics. Thank you so much. And they just have I need, but you gave us a whole lot more than that. And then, you know, I added in my little remix part. But I hope you enjoy your Christmas. And, you know,
I would like to
Go ahead.
like to say good morning to my colleague Heather.
Morning, Heather.
And Mildred Payne, she's 101.
Wow.
Good morning to her and happy holidays.
Okay. Heather's working where? Getting into your business though.
She's working with me.
So she knows what she hears this voice. She knows who's wishing her good morning.
Yes, she's looking at me right now.
All right. Heather, good morning to you. And
okay,
we hope
thank
that
you.
you
Bye.
have an amazing Christmas with this lovely lady on the line. Have a wonderful Christmas and all the best wishes to you for the season. Thanks for finishing the lyrics with us here on Mornin Barbados. All right, so we got another one here lined up for you. Popular one, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I'm not going to try to finish the rest. That is for you. Call us at 228-5562 or 228-5563 if you can finish these lyrics. I'm giving you 30 seconds or so because, of course, we've got a great show lined up for you in the second half as well. What crops will you not get for Christmas? We don't want to do bah humbug, but that is the case because the climate and the weather has been affecting some of our crops. This excess rain, while it's good for them at sometimes, the intensity can cause some problems. So the Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, will come and share some gifts with you and tell you about the crops you definitely can get for Christmas. But he'll also tell you about some of the ones that are, you know, have been a bit troubled. But we have a caller before we go to news. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so listen, this Feliz Navidad thing, I want to see how you can finish this. So let's go. Where are you calling from?
St. Lucie, Rhonda.
Oh, Rhonda up north. All right.
Yes, please.
You ready, Rhonda?
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead. Take it away.
Feliz Navidad.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Feliz Navidad.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Feliz Navidad. Prosperous años felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Listen, Rhonda, I can tell you, I could hear our team hollering in the background. Clapping for you. You've done very well. Look, it's there.
Thank you.
Rhonda, appreciate you. Thanks for calling. Have a Merry Christmas. How is it looking up north?
It's looking nice.
It's looking
nice?
ready.
We're getting ready.
Your neighbors setting up their houses and making it look all Christmassy?
Yes, they're putting out the Christmas tree, the Christmas lights, and all of that there.
Lovely.
We're getting we're in the spirit.
All right. Well, we are pushing for everything to be well up north as well. Thank you for joining us for finishing these lyrics.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, you did very well. Very well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you have taken us up to 7 o'clock. After the break, we'll have some news.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Leading your morning Barbados news, Barbados' aviation sector continues to meet international and operational safety standards. That's according to Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism and International Transport, Charlie Brown. He says as the country works to maintain those global benchmarks, attention is shifting towards the future of the sector with a focus on developing homegrown world-class expertise. Mr. Brown outlined the strategy while addressing the Barbados Civil Aviation Authority's awards ceremony. Our Anesta Henry has more in this story.
The ministry is actively injecting resources to attract young people into aviation careers. The focus includes nurturing STEM skills, investing in technical and vocational training, expanding internship opportunities, and strengthening partnerships between schools and the aviation industry. Mr. Brown says that the goal is to ensure young people see aviation as a space where they belong.
Where the ideas, their talents, and their ambitions can take flight. Our future inspectors, pilots, safety analysts, technicians, and innovators are sitting in classrooms today. Some of them visited the BCAA this week. Some of them are discovering for the first time that aviation is not out of their reach, but well within their grasp.
The Barbados Civil Aviation Authority, a division of the Ministry of Tourism and International Transport, is responsible for ensuring the safety, efficiency, and regularity of international air transport to Barbados. Reflecting on the authority's work, Mr. Brown called for a renewed commitment
to empower the next generation with knowledge, with opportunity, and with a clear pathway into aviation. Because our sky, the airspace we safeguard, the connections we rely on, the future we envision belongs to them. To the team at the BCAA, the Director General, the board, the technical officers, the administrative staff, and the consultants who have supported the authority's development, thank you for your dedication.
The award ceremony recognized outstanding service within the Aviation Authority. Monica Mason Critchlow was honored for excellence in aviation safety and security, innovation, high-quality work, and professionalism. Kimberly Franklin received the Team Player Award for her reliability, dependability, and consistent support across departments. The People's Choice Award went to Shamari Innis, recognized for a friendly demeanor, being approachable, and having an uplifting spirit and a consistently positive attitude. And for leadership, resilience, and stewardship of the authority, Director General of the Civil Aviation Authority, Tracy Ford Bailey, received a special award. Onesta Henry, CBC News.
Christmas is coming and fruits and vegetables are apparently plentiful, and vendors at the Cheapside Market are hoping for favorable sales in the coming days. More from Onesta Henry again.
Vendors at the Cheapside Public Markets are wishing for the gift of increased sales this Yuletide season. At least one vendor, who gave her name as Afa, tells CBC News consumers are paying more for some fruits and vegetables this season. She says that this is because vendors are buying produce from the farmers at a higher cost.
The vegetables are very expensive right now. Every single thing is expensive. So when the people come at the vendor's trade, they feel that we have the price a little too extortion, but little they don't know, we just have to pay a lot of money for the local vegetables and the foreign vegetables.
And Afa says while vendors can easily access some local fruits and vegetables at this time, others, including ginger, are proven to be a little more difficult to find.
We have shortage of like tomatoes, cucumbers still knocking. We have cucumbers, we have pumpkin, we get a little bit watermelon, sweet pepper in season.
Another vendor says he too is hoping sales pick up as the holidays draw near.
In long run, but it's happening. Most times people is come down here at least closer to the holidays, the weekend, and probably next week. It's very big in CBC sales down here. Yeah, and definitely the food right now, nothing food scarce, man. You ain't got no big lot of food. You gotta be careful for your holidays, all right? Don't think that cucumbers, you're hardly seeing them. You're hardly getting tomatoes, you know what I mean? Melons, they ain't really getting a big lot of melons. I mean, you're saying a few of the things, but to supply for the whole place, you know, it can be a lot of trouble.
Minister of Agriculture, Food and Nutritional Security in the rear says the island has enough poultry and produce to meet demand. Onesta Henry, CBC News.
A 22-year-old man has been remanded to prison in connection with an alleged robbery and criminal deception involving $86,970. Akil Shukwan Hamblin of Upper Fords Road, Chapman Street, St. Michael, appeared in the District A Criminal Court number 2 yesterday morning and was not required to plea to 3 indictable offenses. The charges are robbery of Elias Chapman on November 17th and Zaria Archer on November 27th, and criminal deception in relation to Archer on November the 28th. Hamblin is scheduled to reappear in court on January 12th next year. Now, sticking on news in relation to crime, we are hearing that achieving meaningful success in the fight against crime is not something that happens overnight. That's according to Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Dale Marshall. He says sustained progress requires significant investment, time and resources. Mr. Marshall made the comments while responding to questions from the media during a senior citizens Christmas luncheon for his constituents at the Granny Adams Memorial School. Now, despite ongoing challenges, the Attorney General noted that the justice system has been responsive and emphasized that the current administration has much to be proud of in its efforts to address crime.
There's no good thing to be able to say that police are charging a lot of people, because the whole point should really be prevention. But I think in terms of the level of crime, in terms of the police response, our ability to also divert people away from crime, I think that this administration has a lot to be proud of.
The Attorney General says the criminal justice system has undergone a significant transformation and is now being more responsive. However, he also acknowledged that concerns persist regarding spikes in crime.
We have many more judges doing criminal cases. The system is responsive, and I think Barbadians are beginning to see that. The number of cases that are going to trial, the age of those cases, the response in terms of revocations of bail for individuals who continue to present problems. All of these are transformational things. And therefore, while there are concerns in relation to peaks in crime, I'm more than satisfied that the Barbados Police Service, joining with our court system, joining with our probation system, joining with our penal system, are all working in a way that is far more collaborative than we used to, and is achieving the results that Barbados needs, and sustainable results.
And that's where we wrap our news this morning. You'll have more news coming your way at midday, and then our major package of news at 7, CBC News Night. 7:11 is your time. More great stories to tell in the second half of the show. We'll talk about Kwanzaa. What is it really, and how does it connect with Christmas, or does it even connect with Christmas? You'll find out right here from a very special cultural practitioner spending some time with us, Irika Jelani. And then we'll talk about this crop situation, because we'll see where the gluts are. We'll see what crops you'll be able to get during this Christmas season. The breakdown coming from James Paul, CEO of the BAS. And some more goodies for you as we take you through your Tuesday morning here with us on Mornin Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories, and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 13 minutes past 7, Tuesday, December the 16th. I hope you're enjoying your Christmas season. We're getting a lot of rain still. Drizzles right across the country, or in most parts, wherever you are. We hope that you are good as you get ready to move around. Those of you on vacation, please enjoy it. Have that downtime to relax, reflect. You may get some work in too, but yes, try to rejuvenate the body and get to a good state of mind and health. Pay attention to your health this Christmas season. I know people use this time to eat and drink and be merry, everything in moderation, but please also don't forget, I know people like to slack off on the exercise, are going to start in the new year, in the second week, then you hear, I'm going to start in March and April. No, don't put it off. As much as you can. I know some gyms are closing down as well, but as much as you can, still try to do a little something to hold you over into the new year. Coming up later in December is the celebration of Kwanzaa. And when people think that it's connected to Christmas, well, we got Irika Jelani, cultural practitioner, to break that down for you and tell you what Kwanzaa really is, because it's so close to Christmas celebration. Some people connect the two, but the two may not be as connected as you think, or not connected at all, really. Irika, good morning.
Good morning to you, and good morning, Barbados.
Good morning. Kwanzaa celebrations are coming.
Yes.
Kwanzaa, and just after Christmas.
Yes, you know.
So wait, before you start, you've never had that question? People associating Kwanzaa with Christmas?
Well, it comes because Kwanzaa starts, Christmas is on the 25th, and Kwanzaa starts on the 26th,
right,
out to the 1st
Okay.
of January. You know, we have 7 principles of Kwanzaa, and basically this year I'm here to let everyone know and to invite everyone to come on up to Turner's Hall, St. Andrew, on Saturday the 27th of December.
Yeah.
We will be having our 5th Kwanzaa celebration event, and you know, last year was wonderful, and this year we hope to have another exciting time.
You said we are celebrate the 7 principles of Kwanzaa.
Yes.
Who's the we?
Well, we are Ngozi's farm, and then, you know, I give thanks and I'm very honored for the support of the Ministry of Culture. And there are also other partners. You have the Spiritual Baptist community, the Rastafarian community, the Pan-African community, all those persons who attend, you know, and share in the festivities.
Lovely. And what are some of these principles that you observe which make Kwanzaa so special?
Well, we have like day 1, usually you have Umoja. Then our event will be Koja Jakalia, and our theme is embracing identity and resilience, standing strong in our heritage of self-determination. So Koja Jakalia means self-determination, and each principle have their own meaning from faith. You have Imani, you know, you have Ujima, you have a lot of different ones like Ujama, Nia, Kumba, and so on. So each day we have, and then you have the candles, the red, the green, and the black candles which you light every day. Then you have the mat, you know, you have for fruits. It's basically about harvest, it's about first fruits, and so on. But our event, we will have in our harvest market, our African harvest market, where there will be entrepreneurs setting up to sell various, you know, local authentic products, from skincare to herbal products to, you know, items from the farm, produce from the farm. I will have my basketry and other visual arts items on sale. And then also after that, we are having the healing art session. We had a healing art session in August for the regathering, and it was very well attended, and persons keep asking when will be the next one. So I want to invite everyone up. We begins at 10 up to 8 o'clock in the night, but 10:30 will be the healing art session.
And this is December the 27th?
The 27th, Saturday, the day after Christmas bank holiday.
Okay, and Ngozi Farm and Cultural Sanctuary is the location. You need to get there. Talk a bit about this connection and the support you're getting from the Division of Culture in the Prime Minister's office.
Yes, well, as I say, this is the 5th year that they were assisting. And you know, when you're doing these community events, you need assistance. So I'm very honored, you know, that culture, the Ministry of Culture, and then we also NCF, National Culture Foundation, chip in here and there and help. And then there are also, you know, some private partners that help, because every year, everything keeps going up.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, if you can continue to grow year after year, that is exactly what you want, because it raises the awareness about the festivities surrounding Kwanzaa. So tell people who are interested hearing about Kwanzaa and want to take part in it, you know, give them that picture and that sense about the feeling, the vibe that you get when you come to the farm.
When you come to the farm, you're coming into the windy, lush landscape of the Scotland district.
Windy.
And very nice, and you know, it's breathtaking.
Wow.
And you know, we always say St. Andrew is one of the food baskets of Barbados. So when you come, the scenery is beautiful, set against the backdrop of Turner's Hall Woods. And you know, when you come to the event, you have the natural landscape, and we'll be talking about traditional healing, using how plant medicine has survived for centuries, you know, as a mode of healing for many persons in the population. And so we would discuss all that ancient ancestral practice. And then after that, around 3 o'clock, we will have our blessing ceremony, where we will have members of the spiritual Baptist. We have drumming. You know, we have Dr. Bishop Brian. He'll be doing the blessing along with myself. And then also we have representative from the Ministry of Culture that will be there to give the feature address, and also a representative, parliamentary representative for St. Andrew, Dr. Rommel Springer, will be on hand to make some remarks as well. We have tree planting, and then after we have a big cultural explosion of creative performance. We have, you know, Pinelands Creative Workshop, we have Haynesville Youth Group and drumming, and then also we will have All Nation drummers. So it is, you know, and then we go into poetry. You know, we have some drama. We've promised to come up and do some drama, and then we're climaxing with Kweku Jelani on trumpet and the band Right Side of Red to bring down the evening.
Sweet. So is it an event where you come, you bring your chairs, you sit and enjoy the space? How do you best enjoy the farm?
Well, persons come, relax, you know, walk around, a time to meet and greet, you know, and then we also have the performers are there, everyone is a kind of family atmosphere.
Lovely.
Family atmosphere, and as I say, Kwanzaa is a time where you promote family, you promote culture, you promote heritage, you promote community, and bring it all together, you know, in one, because it's all about our intangible cultural heritage and promoting the best of the creative arts that Barbados has to offer.
Well, after you enjoy Christmas, go and enjoy some time with Arika Jelani, cultural practitioner at Ngozi Farm and Cultural Sanctuary. As you heard, a beautiful space, windy, serene, a beautiful environment where you can enjoy your Kwanzaa celebrations. You'll get some education about the 7 principles, and you'll really enjoy a good time with some brothers and sisters there that are celebrating for this season. Goes right up to January 1st.
Yes.
Arika, thank you so much for sharing with us and giving us that opportunity,
everyone
that invitation.
Yes, please, on Saturday the 27th of December. And
Sweet.
come and learn about your ancestral practice of healing herbs.
Appreciate it. And thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Happy Kwanzaa to come.
Yes, same to you. Thanks.
All right. 7:22.
Season's greetings to everyone.
Yeah, 7:22. We were talking about the bread basket of the nation. Let's get into some fruits, veggies, crops, and everything that we grow here in Barbados and find out what we can get for Christmas and maybe what's missing from the basket as well. We'll see you after the break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
For those of you heading down to Cheapside Market over the weekend, that's a good time to go, especially early, so you can grab whatever goodies you can. Eggs, my favorite. You get some affordable eggs from down there as well. We want to take you back there, a story that Anesta Henry from our newsroom did to show you what is happening in Cheapside and how things are shaping up as we get closer to Christmas. Take a look.
Vendors at the Cheapside public markets are wishing for the gift of increased sales this Yuletide season. At least one vendor, who gave her name as Afa, tells CBC News consumers are paying more for some fruits and vegetables this season. She says that this is because vendors are buying produce from the farmers at a higher cost.
The vegetables are very expensive right now. Every single thing is expensive. So when people come at the vendor's trade, they feel that we have the price a little too extortion, but little they don't know, we just have to pay a lot of money for the local vegetables and the foreign vegetables.
And Afa says while vendors can easily access some local fruits and vegetables at this time, others, including ginger, are proven to be a little more difficult to find.
We have shortage of like tomatoes, cucumbers still knocking. We have cucumbers, we have pumpkin, we get a little bit watermelon, sweet pepper in season.
Another vendor says he too is hoping sales pick up as the holidays draw near.
In the long run, what's happening, most times people is come down here at least closer to the holidays, the weekend, and probably next week. It's very big CBCs down here. Yeah, and definitely the food right now, nothing food scarce, man. You ain't got no big lot of food. You gotta be careful for the holidays, right? Don't think that cucumbers, you're hardly seeing them, you're hardly getting tomatoes, you know what I mean? Melons, they ain't really getting a big lot of melons. I mean, you're seeing a few of the things, but to supply for the whole place, you know, it can be a lot of trouble.
Minister of Agriculture, Food and Nutritional Security in the rear says the island has enough poultry and produce to meet demand. Anesta Henry.
So you heard Anesta Henry just looking at the current climate there in Cheapside as far as crops, veggies and goods are concerned. To look at the bigger picture, we have James Paul here with us, the Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, as we examine some of the trends in terms of what we're seeing. We heard about the prices there, some of the prices being a little bit high and coming from the local side of things. And then one of the vendors mentioning that the exports coming in are a bit pricey as well. Talk about what we are seeing or what we saw there in terms of some of the commentary we heard from the vendors.
I believe Barbadians are not listening because we constantly. Sorry, good morning to everybody. Sorry,
good morning. And Merry Christmas.
Yes, sorry.
Tis the season.
Presumptuous. Yes, of course. And Merry Christmas. But we're not listening. Over the years, we have been warning Barbadians constantly about the dangers of the path that we are on. First of all, we are compromising a lot of our lands that we engage in agriculture. And secondly, some of the initiatives that we have been pursuing will not in itself achieve the type of increases in agricultural production that is required. You know, and the technique is so obvious sometimes. We satisfy a lot of short-term objectives and sacrifice the long-term objectives. The long game that we should have in this country is where we seek to expand agricultural production overall over a period of time. Not be going after short-term objectives like trading and things. How do we in itself make sure that on a constant basis, year by year, that we utilize the lands that are available for agriculture to increase production of agricultural commodities? So here it is. You listen to the young lady very carefully, right? Here it is. That on the one hand, you're saying that farmers are selling things expensive, but at the same time, you're still dealing with the fact that there's no significant evidence to suggest that we're increasing production over time. And in some cases, some of the lands that we have available to agriculture are being compromised, right? So I just want to start with that hard reality, that the things that sound sexy and look good and nice, that does not explain it. We have to look at the total picture.
Right, and speaking about the total picture, we heard about some of those crops that are in short supply, one of them being tomatoes.
Well, we have had problems in tomatoes now for some years. And I believe that what we need to do is to do more research at the level of UE, at the level of CARDI, at the level of our own local research as to why is it that the varieties that we are currently using in Barbados, right, are not able to give the level of production to the farmer that is required. And that is what we need. We need these practical examples. Even in onions, for instance, she didn't talk about onions, but the fact of the matter is that we need to look at the varieties that we're importing. We need to do more testing, but the land has to be available. But when we are engaged in a process at this time, I want to go back to this, where even lands that are supposed to be available for agriculture, horticulture, we build it in botanical gardens now. Okay, these lands are being compromised by other projects that has nothing related to agriculture. We have a problem.
Okay, so in terms of what we're seeing with this weather now, because I know the weather affects how much we can produce, and I speak specifically of the intensity of the rain, because the rain is good, but of course with climate change we've been seeing different patterns of fall, and that has really compromised some of the production element of our agricultural sector. How are you seeing that impact this year?
But let me just say, the rains have always been a challenge for farmers. Everyone who knows Barbados growing up has always been a challenge. Sometimes they claim it come at the wrong time, the wrong season, but we have to live with that. That is what nature provides. What is important, again, I must say, is to look at the varieties that we need. And the truth be told, the rains have not been that heavy. Yes, there are some areas that have been more severely affected recently than others. I mean, I take St. Lucie. When we looked at what happened in St. Lucie just a few weeks ago, where we had farmers who had acreages of watermelons, a crop I noticed that they spoke about, they were completely destroyed. The yields were very low. And even in terms people do not understand, some of these crops would have been coming on the scene now. Now, it means then that some of these areas have to be plowed back. So crops that should have been on the scene now, they have to be plowed back, all right? But of course, there are other areas of Barbados besides St. Lucie where we have seen this compromise in terms of the physical landscape. So areas like the bogs, for instance, that didn't get as heavy rainfall as, say, St. Lucie. But where's the production coming out of the bogs? In St. George, for instance, that didn't get as much rainfall as other areas, but where's the production coming? St. George, as heavy rainfall in all areas. Yes, there were some parts, but you have to look sometimes at the changes in the physical landscape that is occurring that is compromising the type of drainage patterns that we are seeing.
I'll tell you, I've been visiting St. George a lot recently, and I'm amazed at the amount of rain they see daily, every day, multiple times a day. Rain. I'm like, this is real.
But the question is that you look at the rainfall records. We develop an emotional response to this. But the fact is, let us look at the rainfall records for St. George. Let us look at the rainfall records for St. Thomas and ask yourself, is it any more than in normal years? And if now the little rainfall that you are getting is impacting in these areas, something else is happening. And it's happening in the physical landscape where when rain falls, the earth must be able to absorb those lands. And if we are doing something on the earth that prevents that rainfall from being absorbed, we have a problem.
Morning, Jamie. You have some work to do. Let's monitor some weather patterns and see how much rain we're getting in these parts of the country. Talk a bit about the crops that we are short of for the season, for the Christmas season.
Well, certainly, we are seeing some challenges in terms of watermelons, certainly. And I want to say some of the watermelons. I was able to get access to some of the imported watermelons. And we talk about our local production. They are the worst types that are coming in right now. Okay? In that one, they're not juicy. You see the difference, right? They're relatively dry watermelons. They look good on the outside, they look red, but they're not good. And it just speaks to the fact that, we do things well in Barbados, and we need to praise our local farmers for that. Okay? Yes, the tomatoes you mentioned, but it's a bit scarce. But we're not getting. But of course, things like cucumbers are still relatively good in terms of supply. We just have to know what is coming off, and farmers will provide that produce as they can. One thing I want to say about prices too. Look, we're dealing with farmers who they have to feed their families.
Indeed.
And it is a normal feature of Barbados. I am sorry, I really want to take this point, that the prices do go up around Christmas time. It is known. And the other thing I really wish to say as far as that is concerned is this. We are trying in Finny Farm community to produce consistently certain commodities. And it is not because of the fact that the prices are driven up just like that. They have to live too, right? And the thing that we have this thing about, we practice this thing because we want to facilitate imports. And we have to be careful.
Indeed.
Because, we still have this thing in Barbados where we seem to think that we cannot feed ourselves. And I listened to the lady in the thing when he was speaking. And you know what I saw? Again, we don't understand. The world does not have a responsibility to feed Barbados. Barbados has a responsibility to feed itself, right? And we need to accept that, and we need to stop presenting arguments that says that Barbados cannot feed itself, right? Because truthfully, our pork farmers, we have a problem right now in pork.
But you speak to feeding ourselves, and I think that most farmers are really trying to push and create mechanisms to push past some of the hindrances. We've been seeing a lot more technology coming into farming, so that can help enhance and improve efficiency as well. Talk a bit about some of the things that we're doing right now in terms of the crop production, and then some of the crops that we will see at Christmas. The jug, the peas wouldn't be affected.
But again, I've been hearing from the persons who actually engage in it that they're not seeing as many fields, right? I'm hoping, but they will get. There are people who know where the fields are, and they will get, right? So it is all a question of, where can we get these field peas from? And the information is out there, we can get it from. The price might be a little high, but it is no more. Like, again, you take the general mean of agricultural production over the years, and if it is one thing I can say for certain, that agricultural local prices in terms of agricultural commodities are no more than it was 10, 15 years ago. Do not listen to all the soap operas stuff that's coming out, right? What we're dealing with hard facts, that farmers today are surviving on prices that they were surviving 20 years ago.
So what about now on the meats and chicken and of course pork products for Christmas? How are those looking as far as the BAS's analysis and others are concerned?
I would say we do not have to worry. We don't need to import. Put it this way, we do not need to import a single pound of poultry in this country. We do not. The only reason that we import it is because of the fact that there are some people who seem to be committed to facilitating importation, right? We don't need to import a single pound of pork when it comes to satisfying the fresh market. And I want to say you have to identify the players that are really contributing. I mean, I want to say that, for instance, we've seen an expansion on local pork production. We were barely doing around 30,000 pigs a year. We're going to exceed that this year, right? And we have other people who are coming in. I am sure that as we go through next year, I'm thinking that we're going to get close to 40,000 pigs being slaughtered annually. We're going to get there, right? And these are things that we need to commend ourselves on and our local producers. But if, on the other hand, when you give that kind of production, get that kind of production coming out, that we are frustrate local producers, right, by they not being able to sell their pork, and they have to compete with cheap, subsidized pork that we permit to come in this country. And I've said so before, where, for instance, the question of pork chops and ribs that come into this country. Don't mind, you see, the problem is that people create an argument for a particular product. They create the argument, and they know that that product in itself is a key part of the sector. So what they do, they go to the government and they say, well, we need this particular item because the farming community can't do it. Where is our imagination? Where we can produce we can provide to consumers other cuts and develop a taste for it. It's the same argument I made with chicken wings, right? Chicken wings came in Barbados before as a very cheap product, right? And that is how we got into Barbados. It is not because Barbadians love chicken wings. It was a cheap product that the people who sell it made a lot of money from. And it is the worst part of the chicken. So they created a market for it. The fattiest part. The fattiest part, right? So all I'm saying is that let's understand the marketing strategies that are used, and they work on government. We don't need to import these things when we are seeing our production expanding, right? And I want to say that, you know, we are doing a relatively good job, and I suspect that, you know, as things go on, and what I've been hearing from young people coming into the sector, they're doing very well, and I think we will get better.
That's great, and that is the cup half full approach that I like to hear, especially with the youth, more of the youth coming in, and then there's that facility up north that is going to cater to education in agriculture. Talk a bit about the programs of the BAS going into 2026 to better help facilitate farmers boost their capacity and boost their production.
Well, for the first thing, I want to say that I want to thank persons who have been purchasing from the BS Farm Store, right? They have supported us in that we do, in a limited way, sell local agricultural produce from there. We want to expand next year. In other words, we want to expand the store. So, and I want to thank companies such as Pinnacle Feeds, okay, who have been supporting the BAS through the years. I also want to encourage a new feed company, Super Feeds, that are coming on. Support the BAS, because it makes no sense as thinking. You see, the problem that we are in right now today is that there are people who feel that they are kingmakers on their own outside. We have to work together as a sector, not to be at odds with each other, right? And I think that what I would like to see is that the sector as a whole working together to achieve a common purpose of increasing overall agricultural production for everybody. So the BS is looking to actually expand its farm store, where we're going to, first of all, right now we only deal a lot with fruits and vegetables. We want to expand the amount of fruits and vegetables that we do. We need to expand our core storage capacity there at the same time. And I know the Minister of Agriculture had indicated earlier that that is one of the things that he would like us to do, and hopefully that we get resources in order to do
are key. Resources are key. Pushing the sector.
Right, are pushing the sector, and we want to expand that. But in addition to that, we also want to work, for instance, we are currently working with the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association on a project that, and I want to say AICA must be given credit for that too, that on a credit that would on a project that would actually expand the amount of produce that we are actually selling to the hoteliers, to people within the hospitality industry. That is something that we are working on too, and we're going to put the infrastructure in place there to do it.
Will we get to a point where that we will be able to start to export in a big way some of our produce as well?
Well, certainly, and I will want to say this. We have the capability to export even now, but there are certain things that we need to do. For instance, we've talked about the fact that we need to have the veterinary laboratory built like yesterday. We have been promised this thing for, the agricultural sector has been promised the laboratory for over 15 years. This government and the previous one. And we need to stop giving the impression to agriculture that we can give you a story and then don't do it, right? If we could get that, it would help our ability to actually, one, penetrate the cruise ships even more, because you understand that without these things in place, we would not be able to get our produce into markets that we need to get it into, right? So things like that we're pushing, and I would want to say that as we go into 2026, certainly we're going to see a vigorous BAS, right? That you know, we are going to do things that will help to create opportunities for our local agricultural sector.
And opportunities is what we need so that we could reduce those instances where there are shortages on the market, like we would have heard this morning in some of our crops, and really build efficiency and production. Production is one of the elements that must be focused on going into 2026. I know the BS has it covered, working with the Ministry of Agriculture to make these things happen and supporting the farming community. Thank you, James, for coming and sharing with us this morning. We will look out for the farm store, getting into the BS farm store to get those good deals and good produce as well. 7:44 is your time. 15 more minutes to 8. Get up, move around, take a stretch. I'll do that while I'm on break, and we'll be spending a few more minutes with you, taking you through the Christmas holidays on this Tuesday morning.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, wherever you're watching us from. Here in beautiful Barbados, we have lots of rain today, but that's okay. You know, we need these changes in the environment to keep things ticking over, especially as you heard, some areas are, we're short on crops. Cucumbers, you could look for them. Tomatoes, we have some issues, but don't let that stop us from moving ahead and building capacity in agriculture. And I really want to thank and support the farming community, because they're the ones who make it happen. They're the ones who help to bring the produce to market so that we can have amazing and healthy options on our tables, from the earth to our tables, to keep us going. So a real salute to those in the agriculture sector, those men and women making it happen. And of course, you get that fuel to take you out into those many communities to do your daily duties, your shopping, and just to be safe on the roads today. Again, I send that reminder to you. Please walk with that parasol so that you can be covered as you move around to your various destinations. And as far as traffic is concerned, traffic is building in the afternoon. Now we're seeing it on the evenings as well in those commercial centers. But take your time. We don't want any more of those fender benders. They not only keep you back if you're involved in a collision, but they really keep everyone back. So pay more attention while you're on the road. Come out of your phones, please, and pay attention to that car in front of you and keeping that safe distance. Just tips to help you navigate during this busy Christmas season. All right, so we're going to do some more singing with you this morning. And you know those numbers to call. You have them on speed dial, 228-5562, 228-5563, because we want you to finish some more lyrics. These lyrics are in blue. I have a blue Christmas without you. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just. That's what you have there ahead of you. I'm not trying to sing it because I don't want to give you No clues except the blue matches with this blue, but you're not blue because you're going to call in here and let us sing together. I was trying to find a rhyme there, but it didn't quite work out. But yes, 228-5562 or 228-5563 are those numbers to call because we want you to finish those lyrics. I have a blue Christmas without you. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just. So call us and let's hear that beautiful voice as you sing with us this Christmas season. And yes, continue to enjoy it as much as you can. We really want you to do just that. Make sure you get in a good meal this morning before you head out. And for those of you who are not breakfast people, you have your own routine. I can't relate, but you have your own routine. And yeah, just get out and enjoy what will be a beautiful Christmas. Remember, you have options. It's not only about Christmas. There is Kwanzaa. And as you heard from Irika Jalani earlier this morning, she sent out that invitation to you to join her for what is Kwanzaa on the 27th. And I'll give you a reminder a bit more about that after this caller. So good morning, caller.
Jane, refreshing.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm okay. I'm hanging in. Spending these last few minutes on Morning Barbados with you, of course.
I'm going to miss you.
How is it in your neck of the woods?
Getting a little rain, but quite all right. We need it.
Is that kind of morning, but the rain helps things sometimes, especially when you're indoors, feel a bit more comfortable. You just want to get under that sheet and snuggle up and get some rest.
Not me.
Not you? Where are you calling us from?
St. Philip.
St. Philip? My home parish. My home parish. All right, so you're ready to finish these lyrics?
I am.
All right, let's go. Take it away. The floor is yours.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll so blue about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. Won't mean a thing there if you're not here with.
All right, so I see Peter nodding his head, and then I hear the applause. I don't know the song, but apparently you are right. You are absolutely right. That was amazing stuff there. A blue Christmas without you. But you know what? We're going to have a Merry Christmas together right here on the show. So thank you for sharing and spending it with us this morning. And thank you for finishing the lyrics. Have a wonderful day there in St. Philip. Six Roads is going to be busy. One of the busiest places on the island right now with the enormous growth of that commercial area. So many stores and businesses setting up there now. All right, so we have another one for you as we want you to finish these lyrics with us. There will be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting. So you got to finish this one. 228-5562, 228-5563. I'm not going to try to sing. I'm not going to do that to you. Not this morning. I want you to have a pleasant morning. Not hear my singing voice at all. There will be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting. Finish those lyrics. Finish those lyrics. So those of you who like marshmallows should probably know this one. But those of you who absolutely adore and love this time of year, this one is for you. There will be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting. So I was telling you just now about that amazing opportunity for you to enjoy Kwanzaa celebrations. And just remember, Saturday, December 27th, you put that down on your calendar and make your way to the Ngozi Farm and Cultural Sanctuary for that amazing experience. Learning a bit about your history, learning also a bit about what Kwanzaa means and the 7 principles associated with that. So that should be an amazing event. Go and enjoy the countryside. a beautiful space there in St. Andrew, as Irika said, the breadbasket, one of the areas considered the breadbaskets of our nation. Waiting on the call, 228-5562, 228-5563 to finish the lyrics. There will be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting. Call us and see if you can finish those lyrics. Let's hear you articulate yourself here and give us that voice. We want to hear your voice. We want to hear from you. We had one of our friends on this morning, partners really, PACE Digital Loyalty Program. And of course, we'll try to show that website before we wrap up things, tell you how you can be connected to so many offers there. You heard them this morning, Denise and Gail and Camille speaking about the business offers and rewards that you can get by using the PACE Digital Loyalty Card. So you'll find out how you can sign up. I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you will be able to take advantage of the offers with the PACE Loyalty Card, the Digital Loyalty Card. So no callers for that one, no takers for that one. It seems to be a bit harder than the rest. I'm not sure what it is either. So all is well that ends well. We'll take a break and come back and wrap up things here on your Tuesday morning.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount. Sponsored by Get Healthy.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
2 more minutes to spend with you, and that will be my time with you for the season. Pearson should be back tomorrow morning to take you through the remainder of the Christmas season. Countdown is on, 9 days to go. He starts from 8 days to go. So I'm pretty sure you'll have an amazing time waking up on a morning with us all here on Morning Barbados. It's always a treat to spend that time with you. Tomorrow's Wellness Wednesday, so we're going to get to focus on wellness tomorrow. Don't only focus on the eating and drinking this Christmas season. Please pay attention to your health. You're seeing so many people having issues with chronic non-communicable diseases and other health problems. We really want to pay some more attention to your health for the remainder of 2025 and going into 2026, but especially during the season that you can get really tempted. So tomorrow's Wellness Wednesdays with the Barbados Diabetes Foundation, and they will continue to give you loads of advice on eating healthily this Christmas. You'll be able to see how you can relax at the Bamboo Retreat, and HR is always on the cards on Wednesdays. Hermab in looking back at 2025, some of the successes, some of the challenges, and just looking ahead to 2026. So much to talk about tomorrow. As I said, it's always a pleasure and an opportunity and a great feeling for me to spend my mornings with you. And I really want you to have a very safe and enjoyable Christmas season, and really start planning and looking forward to everything, all of the opportunities for 2026. But that's my time. Again, a pleasure. And I'll see you next time that I have the opportunity to hold on for Pearson right here on Morning Barbados. I'll see you then.
Wake Barbados, get up. Good morning.